Hi there, my name's Maria. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is me in the kitchen making another economical meal. I have some feta, some ricotta, some spinach, and what I'm going to bake is a pasta bake with those delicious ingredients. So come and join me in the kitchen and let's get busy. Go big or go home. Maria likes it spicy. Okay, we're at the kitchen. We've got all our ingredients ready to go. So I'll just quickly go through it with you. I've gone ahead and placed my feta cheese and the ricotta cheese in a bowl. We'll need some mozzarella, some black pepper, some salt, oregano, thyme, garlic powder, onion powder, olive oil, some sugar, some delicious cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes. Just, if you don't have those small tomatoes, one regular tomato is fine. We need some shredded parmesan, some frozen spinach, 6 cloves of garlic all minced. My pasta is penne pasta. Some people will use Ziti, which in my opinion is very similar. And cook it to al dente, which mine is, so I'm going to be straining that shortly. I want to reserve about a 1/4 cup of this water, which I'll do right now. Our ricotta and feta is quite thick, so I'm just going to add a little bit of that pasta water just to soften it up a little bit. We also have here we need tomato paste and some fresh parsley. And I believe I've got all the ingredients. I've got my casserole dish ready. Oven's preheating, so let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and strain my pasta. It's cooked al dente. That's always how you should prepare pasta. Nothing worse than mushy pasta. I'll just set it aside. So in the mix here, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. It's about a teaspoon. A little bit of that pasta water, half of a 1/4 cup. I'm going to start with half of that. Now the feta cheese that I have in here is not very salty. There's different brands, and of course ricotta is sweet. All right. Now we're going to grab our frozen spinach. It's not quite thawed yet. I'm going to run it under the water for a little while, probably for a minute. While that's doing the last bit of thawing, I will prepare my sauce. Oh, by the way, one thing I did forget to put into the ricotta mix is the garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, so we've thawed our spinach. Just try to get as much water out of it as you can. Just put that in with the cheese, feta, and the ricotta. I'm going to give this a stir. All right, it's looking really good. Now I'm going to add from that minced garlic, 6 cloves, not very large ones. I'm going to add a teaspoon of the minced garlic into this. So I've got powdered garlic in there, but it's nice to have the fresh garlic in there. It's looking good. We're going to place our pasta back into the pot. Let's add our feta cheese, spinach, ricotta mixed into it, and a spatula, all that good stuff out So this part is done. Now we're gonna work on our red sauce. Once it's all nice and coated, we're gonna bring it into one of the casserole dishes. Now I've got two out because I wasn't sure which one would be enough. Yeah, I think this is gonna be, well, you know what? Maybe the small one will be fine. Let's see, because all we're gonna do is put the sauce and cheese on top. You know, we're gonna be fine. We'll use a smaller casserole dish. Yeah, we're good. Just to show you what that looks like, now we're ready to make our sauce. So we've got the minced garlic in there. We're gonna chop up those cherry tomatoes. We're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste. We're gonna chop up the parsley. We're gonna add a touch of sugar, probably half a teaspoon of sugar, some oregano, some thyme, a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper. I went ahead and prepared all the ingredients. So I've got the 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste, the chopped parsley, the garlic powder, the onion powder, garlic powder, thyme, oregano, some sugar, some black pepper, and I put just about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, and I just chopped up the cherry tomatoes. So I've got about a cup, just a little over a cup, and I'm gonna add that to the mix here. Stir that all up. I'm going to start off with about a 1/4 cup of water. So we want to blitz this a bit. We don't want to blitz it completely into a puree. We want to have some chunks so that those cherry tomatoes are nice and sweet. So not totally blitzed, just enough so that we have some chunks. Okay, that's what I'd like to see. So it's got nice chunks of the cherry tomatoes still in there, and not too thick and not too watery. So we're ready to pour that onto the casserole. Okay, stir that over evenly. And then finally, we'll add our mozzarella and the parmesan. I think I'll hold off on the parmesan. I want to just do the mozzarella first in the oven, and then I'll put the parmesan when it comes out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take some tin foil, cover it up, put it into your preheated oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. All right, so I've put the shredded mozzarella on. We're ready for the tin foil. You can use toothpicks if you'd like, or do a tent to prevent the cheese from getting stuck on the tin foil. It happens all the time. So I'm gonna stick it in the oven now, and I'll bring it back once it's all finished cooking. Here we are, all ready. Let's get this plated and in our bellies. Oh, just getting ready for dinner. And there's our beautiful dish. Just came out of the oven. It's been in about 3 minutes, so we're just gonna let it cool down a little bit more before we dig in. All right, so we're gonna dig into our delicious dinner. No, I'm just gonna use a scooper if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
So it's been sitting for about almost 10 minutes now just to cool down. But it'll still be very hot. And we've got some parmesan on the side if you want. Go big or go home.
They say, There's you the parmesan there. Look at the Portuguese in this guy.
There's enough food here for 6 people.
Scoop it out.
Remember, the pasta has to be cooked al dente. Because when it's cooking in the oven, it softens up a little bit more. That's nice.
I like that.
And with the cherry tomatoes on the top, I like it with the chunky pieces because if you just do it as a puree, the red sauce over it, you're just gonna have the puree, the cheese, and it'd be too gooey. So it's nice to have a little texture. And of course you got the texture from the spinach. So, another delicious meal.
2 thumbs up. Cheers.
Cheers. I gotta give it to Madeira for their soft drinks. That's nice. What is that? Is that a pineapple?
That's a split. I made that.
Oh, you made it. Oh, here I'm thinking it was
orange and pineapple.
Oh, it's
Sorry,
so good.
orange and lemon lime.
And it's a pink dos brand, and it's not that sweet. Well, bon appetit. Thank you for watching.
Cheers. Please subscribe. Click the notification bell. Leave a comment. We really like your comments. Thank you very much. Cheers.
A little bit of hot sauce. Maria likes it spicy.
I was pink.